peace thing. So now we just need to wait. Dieth Martian has become a free city. And these two have made peace. So the Mamelukes are now only at war with me. Need to keep an eye over here just in case they do actually manage to sneak an army over. Do I still have free war taxes? Yes, I do, don't I? Yep, should totally have that done. Thank you for the reminder. Marshal Romulus, welcome to the channel. Pleasure to have you. Thank you for that, Fisher. Control from Texas to Chile. Also, the Dutch wussed out and peaced early. They didn't wuss out early. They just realised there wasn't any profit to be made, so they went on to more appropriate endeavours. Okay, so the Castile Civil War is over. I guess that Portugal entered one side and then I was on the other, and I said, nope. And they actually managed to burn down most of their war exhaustion already. I mean, it should be going up. We do have a 42% blockade going on. Growth of the business of crystal. Our efforts to maximise trading profits in the area of Catalonia have borne fruit in the province of Barcelona. Barcelona make glass? Oh, it does. Alright then. There really should be an alert if you're at war with free war taxes not using them. There should be an alert if you're at war and not got war taxes full stop. You can just turn it off or ignore it. Like, it should be a toggleable. Like, toggle this if you wish to be reminded. I have a feeling that we in Aragon are going to have an absolutely enormous amount of manpower just because of the amount of military points I'm generating. Translating into a lot of military development. Meaning more manpower, long term. Although it's really diplomatic points that I want, but I have a feeling diplomatic points is a thing that I'm going to be short of a lot. Alright, one more year. So thankfully we won't have the innovative loss, because we will definitely have enough military to tack up. Alright, and we're up to 15%. Another 12 points still to go. You have a Aragon campaign going now. It's pain to integrate Castile once they're colonizing. Otherwise, you're up to Italy and it's all good. Yeah, I'm definitely going to annoy some min-maxers by not trying to unify with Castile. I know that. And I'm definitely expecting some comments on YouTube going, you're terrible at this game. I actually got one the other day. It's like, you know nothing about U4. I was like, I just don't play the way you do. I deign not to answer on that one. Avignon. Aragon loses their claim on Avignon. I don't want Avignon. I'll take the prestige hit to not have that. Why I have a claim to this, I don't know. Oh, that wasn't a permanent, was it? Oh, that was a permanent. Yeah. I had no intention of going after it anyway. Oh, that's annoying. I'd never grief you about it. Oh, YouTube is YouTube. You kind of get used to the type of comments you get on YouTube. Actually thinking playing Aragon then culture switching and forming Italy would be fun. Certainly a different way of doing it, but considering the amount of power you could theoretically have in Italy thanks to your Neapolitan base in Sicily and Sardinia giving you actually loads of claims, Yeah. You don't play Europa Universalis. Wargaming is serious business. People seem to not understand there's a difference between not playing the same and being objectively bad at something. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Missions give you a good number of claims in Genoa and vice versa. In Venice area. Wow, I read that completely wrong. In Genoa and Venice, yeah, I know. I don't like relying on missions too much, though. I prefer choosing my own path. With the growth of our professional army, new career opportunities abound for those with the ability and ambition. So I can gain army tradition, which with my innovativeness we lose slower. Or we can lose army tradition and gain professionalism. Well, considering I'm permanently drilling, I'm going to take the army tradition. Pisses the Burkers off a little bit, but oh well. Live with it. And they'll recover pretty quick anyway. And Mamelukes actually want out of this war. They're going to have to suffer for a bit longer. Well, actually, right now they would accept. Let's see how much money I can take. Right-click is extra. So I could currently take 500 plus war reps, or I could take 900 right now. Nah, I'm not done yet. We want to wait until we've got the ticking war score at the very least. And I could get another trade idea. I don't want to do that. I want to wait until we can get Diplotech. So that we can keep the plus 20% trade efficiency going as much as possible. Hey, Marshall. I like the fact you play to have fun rather than to win, especially as there's no way to win EU4. Yeah, precisely. Oh, please tell me that's... Who's invading? Oh, Venice. I saw the knights here, I was thinking, are the knights going for Cyprus? Oh, please say it's so. I think it's actually knights going off to Venice. Venice is at war with Cyprus, Mantua, Genoa, Lucca, Oldenburg and Memmingen. Meanwhile, Cyprus is at war with Venice, the Knights, France, and Provence. You know what else that means? That means that France is no longer protecting Genoa. So maybe I do want to peace out the Mamelukes. Let's cancel you. And let's start getting a network going against Genoa, because now that France is no longer protecting Genoa, Genoa is very vulnerable to me. And innovativeness is going down. Let's do this before the end of the month. Alright. Innovativeness is no longer decreasing. Huzzah! I quite like that missions tend to push the AI into doing things that resemble the things the nations did or wanted to do historically. Yes, in terms of AI guidance, I quite like missions. I just wish it wasn't quite so fixed. So if there was a permanent claim on your nation, you were formerly best friend, then suddenly they complete a mission, then suddenly they're your rival. That doesn't make sense to me. But the fact that it makes them more contiguous and actually more historical, I guess you'd call it, I like that. So missions for the AI are a good thing because I understand it's an AI guidance mechanic, but in terms of telling me what to do, no. I'm not an AI. I feel like folks have probably brought this up before, but HRE miners need some good missions. Problem is, that's a lot of work for very small nations. Missions aren't that easy to do because you have to script them all, you have to do the descriptions for them all, you have to do like an entire tree for them all. So for the bigger nations, yeah, it's worth the time, but for doing it for like Ulm, not so much. Like Ulm doesn't even have an idea group. It would be better if there were more dynamic missions than the fixed ones. Yeah, my problem with the missions, like, I don't mind the system, like, just how missions... Oh, the fact that there are missions, I quite like it, it's a little bit of flavour. What I don't like is these linking arrows. They should not be hierarchical. Like, the ones for the claims on various areas, there should be other triggers for those claims if you seem to be going in a certain direction. Or better was the old system where you could say, okay, these are your choices, what do you want to do? Well, I want to go for Genoa. Click. Okay, you now have the tools to go for Genoa. And then when you complete that, you get a reward. But now it's like, you don't get that previously until you've actually started on the train or on the track, and then it's just like, okay, gain claims on Athens. So I don't actually want claims on Athens, but what I would quite like to have is a claim on Albania, for example. When can I start to integrate Naples? I can't do it while I'm at war. Portugal has rivaled me. Well, in honour of this occasion, Portugal, I am going to steal some more of your maps. I would love to have the Caribbean Sea. Can't do that until I have some ships over there. That can be arranged. I need one light ship will do. Actually, no, light ships are good for blockading. Let's not use a light ship. Let's use a transport. All I need is a transport there. Palermo is no longer the seat of a cardinal. What? Scientific instruments. With new developments in the art of glassmaking and metalwork comes the ability to create more refined scientific instruments. Lenses that magnify the very distant and the very small are invaluable to our astronomers and natural philosophers, while chemists hone their craft with more complex metal tools, gain free innovativeness, because clearly that's a thing I need. What are we up to now? 27. Where's my one ship? There you are. Oh, they're not on low war enthusiasm anymore. But they will be. And I think I actually want to wait until this Genoa war has finished. Otherwise France is just going to be occupying everything that I actually want to take from Genoa. Right. Portugal. I would like for you to give me the maps to the Caribbean. Oop. Ah, but that's only the sea, not the islands, and you don't actually have that much of it explored. Alright. And then sail back again. And the fact that I've lost my 20% trade efficiency is costing me, although I can now get it back again. So we're currently earning 10.4 ducats. Let's see what this trade efficiency will get for me once we've embraced it once more. Meanwhile, Castile's just freely sharing their maps with Portugal. Merge you back together. And new month. 12.2. Another 2 ducats a month. Milan has rivaled me. Everyone's rivaling me. Alright, so how are we doing here? 36 of 62. So we could now get 500 ducats. No, we're going to wait until at least this war is as good as over. Although we could start trying to occupy stuff already. Because it definitely looks like Venice is going to take Cyprus. I'm a little bit concerned that Venice might try and take some of Genoa's holdings in Genoa. Although they don't actually have a claim on it or anything. Yeah, I'm good just waiting. Genoa's not going to have time to make new allies. One thing I do want to do, though, is have I set this up yet? I have. Austria, Castile, France, Genoa, Naples, Navarra. And there's a couple of other countries which should definitely be of interest to us, like that one. They already are. Venice isn't. Naples is. Austria is. I feel like maybe Florence. Wow, Florence is allied to France. Crikey. I think Lucca as well. No art worth patronising. Lose prestige. Bouncing up and down on that prestige track. I don't even look at the missions. Selling point for me is containing paradox titles. I can do what I want to do. Missions in EU402 railroading for my taste, so I don't bother with it. I totally agree with you, Serial. Such a good name. I am exactly the same. I mostly just look at the missions because people ask me to. I never actually use them myself. There's only one or two missions which I like the silver mine mission for Maywar. I quite like those types of missions. The ones that give you a bit of flavour and a little bit of a boost if you manage to succeed in them, but the ones that just give you blanket claims on stuff in an arbitrary area. The only issue is how long and painstaking a process it is to fabricate claims. Well, that's meant to be there. It's not meant to be easy to take land. That's part of the anti-snowballing mechanic. I like that it is difficult to expand. Jeremy Dav, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate that. Very kind. Yeah, I know I can try and fix my legitimacy, but my heir is a strong claim, so that is actually just wasted resources if I do. Border friction. Aragon loses the claim of Provence again. It's part of France. I'm not interested. And if I am, I'll do the claim myself. Castile's just shown Caribbean Sea. Hey, Lise. And Groten terug van Engeland. Wow, you really do need to have an operation to speak Dutch. Voice wasn't ready for that. Nothing like murdering dirty Athenian scum off the glorious Sparta while I watch Mordred. What game's that? Alright, come on. You must be willing to give me something now. Nope, not yet. More and more, though. More and more. This is one hell of a long siege. How long have you been here? I thought we could hover over that. Oh, here we go. 9 phases. What do you mean it goes from 0 to 12? I've never noticed that there's a maximum. 21%. So 12 is going to be 30 something, like 37. Unless they win. Now watch as they win on a 20%. It's going to go above 12. Or is it just going to sit on 29% chance all the time? It doesn't feel right. And success. So is the siege just automatically finished if you hit the 12 things? Never noticed that. Oh, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's one game I still want to get into at some point. Waiting for it to get a bit cheaper. Much the same as Far Cry 5. I was really interested in Far Cry. But I didn't want to buy it when it was full price. I waited for the price to come right down. Then I was like, yoink! I just got Assassin's Creed Origins. Wanted to finish Far Cry first, though. For higher level forts, the maximum increases. Oh, okay. I had never noticed that mechanic before. 40 or 48. You know what? I think we can just wait this war out. Oh, no. France just finished. Interesting. So Genoa just peaced out. I do kind of want to jump in on them again before they make their alliances. Like Mantua and Lucca I can take. Especially as Lucca and Mantua are in their trade league as well, which leaves Cyprus, which is going to be screwed. Oldenburg and Memmingen. Alright, what can I take from you? $900 ducats. You know what? This is acceptable, because this still also includes the war reps. Such an easy war. Such an easy way of getting 1,000 ducats. I like it. Let's build some buildings. What's going to be worthwhile? Temple? Temples tend to pay off less and less over time. Let's get some workshops going. Maybe shipyards? I feel like it's a little bit early for shipyards. Well, no, not necessarily. Because that gives force limit. And that force limit is going to allow me to counter the Ottomans more easily. And building prices are cheaper. Why are building prices cheaper? Why are those 85? Oh, I know why. It's because of the order. Of course it is. Right, so let's grab you lot and send you home. To there. Genoa fleet can go, whoops, back. Protecting trade in Genoa. And that's all good. In fact, actually, the galleys form up over here. And the transports head back here. Go. And let's go ahead and fabricate a claim on Genoa. And we may as well stop you drilling as well. Fully drilled army, more or less. And 30% professionalism. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Should get the remasters Assassin's Creed, Black Flag and Rogue. Black Flag, I love that game. I played a little bit of Rogue, not a huge amount. What was this war exactly? It's a trade conflict. So I saw the Mamelukes were at war with the Ottomans. The Ottomans had already wiped out the Mamelukes' war, so the goal of the war is just to blockade them. And if you blockade them enough, you build war score, you build up the war score, and then they pay you. As just happened. It's a great way of raising cash very quickly. Well, not quickly. Actually, these wars tend to take a freaking long time. But they're very low risk. On Assassin's Creed Mongol. Problem is, apparently they made it the goal of the assassins to kill Genghis Khan. Marketplaces are really good in Aragon, but I think I've already got marketplaces. Oh no, actually I don't. Oh yeah, we definitely should do that. Zaragoza and Valencia needs a marketplace. And Tarragona, apparently. In fact, Tarragona I could do right now. No, I want to leave myself with a little bit of a kitty, because we're about to go fighting people. I recognise I'm losing money. Why is that? Trade income's gone down. Alright, so we've got all of our ships here. Genoa, declare war. Cyprus and Mantua are saying no, so they're only actually going to get joined by 3 people here. And we could call in the Pope, but I really don't see any reason to do that. So we're going to go ahead and blockade you. Ships are about to arrive. Memmingen, Lucas sallied out, but that's fine. Let's go and put your armies in the ships and send you over to Sarasi so we can go and take Corsica. And then we'll use Corsica as a staging ground for the invasion of Genoa proper. Now they do still have some lands over there, so that's going to be easy to take and hold. But I'd much rather go for Genoa proper. After such a long time of marriage, Charles I is at a loss without his dear spouse. Many days he is found staring idly into the thin air. I need to have his advisors snap him back into reality, their expressions anxious. They all agree that it's time was something done to see the king through this difficult time. Hire a sculptor, build a statue. Focus on administrative. So diplo and military tech increases in cost, but admin tech goes down. And we don't actually have admin yet, so this would be very fortuitously timed. With a 20% chance that he becomes overworked for 5 years. So the bonus would only be 5% instead of 15. Same thing with military, and get through it on his own. I'm going to say he should focus on his administrative work. Which actually made it more expensive. Are you saying the 20% chance is if it doesn't happen at all? Like you don't get the 15? Because I feel like that's what's just happened here. Yep. Damn it. 20% chance. I thought it was basically guaranteed either 15 or 5. Because now everything else is more expensive. Well, actually, are they? Did that debuff the other tech costs? No, so it's one or the other. We captured a ship. And we've gained Ironside. Ironside Mike! You guys should be merged, and then you should protect trade in Genoa. Alright, so we definitely want to get these armies. We may even want to land in Genoa before all of their forces can return. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. So let's land in Albanga, because they're not going to be able to reinforce Corsica, there's no way. No, this is not going to work. Back to Corsica. Sorry. So sorry. I was too slow. Should have reacted to that way sooner. Also, you guys may now go and siege. If you find an opening, take it. Let's get our armies a bit closer. Where's Naples' army? No idea.